Actually crazy the difference in quality of the microphone, like through OBS versus when you feed it through Discord. I just tested my microphone on OBS and then I tested it on Discord, and the quality difference with the same settings on my Go XLR is like insane. Like my microphone on Discord, the same microphone sounds worse than my microphone like on an OBS recording. Transmission.
Discord has it.
Well, Discord is just lower quality. I already gave you mine.
Okay.
I was asleep. Minnesota got absolutely shit slammed. They got absolutely obliterated. No, Cameron was actually really solid. Well, yeah, Cameron kind of got slammed, but Vance really got put in the closer.
How's life? I don't know. It's alright. I've been dealing with some things like every human being and really didn't sleep much last night. It's what the dog cold world out there. Kids, grab your coats. Spend a minute, I know now I'm back to run. Looking for the antidote. Crack the codes. Where'd the beat go? Oh, ain't that something? Drums came in, you ain't see that coming. Hands on my head, can't tell me nothing. Got a taste of the fame, it upon my stomach. Throw it back up like I don't want it. Wipe my face, clean up my vomit. OCD trying to push my buttons. I said don't touch it. Now y'all done it.
Bring us in.
Hello, and welcome back to the AWL mainstream. We've got your grand final of the Women's Call of Duty Open pairing with Nola Flight here. We've got the Sway ladies against Team Audi. I am Floopy, and I am joined here with Epiphany again. Epiphany, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good, Floofy. I'm excited to get this one underway. You know, you look at the bracket right here. It's been a pretty interesting one. I've had some forfeits yesterday and some fiery gameplay coming out of Sway Ladies. You can see that direct, all 3 in a row wins for Sway Ladies going into this one. And Audi, a little bit more of trying circumstances, but they've gotten here. And if they want to win, they got to get the bracket reset. But let's take a look at the sizzle. Let's talk about Sway Ladies first. And as I was mentioning, they come in hot after a winner's bracket run. They are looking real good going into this one. They want to take it away, but the roster consists of Fiddle, Merity, Azura, Riley, and we'll see how they decide to work things out with said roster. I think that overall they all have had a ton of strengths going into this one, and the big question, obviously, can Sway close the tournament out and continue their reign?
Yeah, but then you talk about Team Audi, also bases loaded GG from the FPC. They are back for revenge from that winner's bracket final loss, I believe it was earlier today. Audi, Fierce, Stellar, and Creed back again. Actually, I believe they have to run with a substitute for this match. So, are they going to be able to continue that run of positive momentum after taking down House of Elves in the losers bracket final? Again, they're going to have to go through 2 best-of-5s to do it. And here you see our featured player for the night again is Fiddle, or FDL, as she is better known. She played really well yesterday, as we're going to get right into the maps and modes here. You can see the Sway ladies vetoing that Mercado Embassy and Asilo in Hardpoint, Search and Destroy, and Control respectively. And then you go to Team Audi, and they vetoed Embassy, Asilo, and Fortress in the same order. So we've got Hotel, Mercado, Hotel, Hydro, and then finally we finish up the first series on a Hotel Search and Destroy if we need it.
Yeah, and it's interesting because Sway, they kind of had that same veto pattern that they did in the first series that we watched. So I'm really curious to see, like, if that confidence is going to carry over. My guess is it is, considering the run that they truly have had. And Audi, their vetoes as well, definitely kind of on the same boat as Sway. So you do have the deviations with 1 or 2 maps, and that's where I get kind of curious about where will the strengths lie in the series for both of these teams. But Sway Ladies obviously slated to take this one away. They're FPC champions, and now they're coming into this tournament feeling like they want to close things out, and we load into Greenberg Hotel. They're definitely primed for a good match.
Yeah, I mean, yesterday we saw them play Greenberg Hotel. Yesterday we saw them play Fortress. I believe they played Hotel earlier today. I mean, like we've always spoken about, they are known for their respawn prowess, and let's see how that gets started as we are starting on board with Fiddle here, going out the single window. That we're getting right into the action here, and she's going to be looking over the middle of the map. Lily with the first kill of the match. Of course, there's Merity on the pinch, able to take down one, able to take down a second, and it's already Sway ladies that are looking to be right back at home.
Yeah, but you got to pay attention to those P2 spawns. Number 7 spawns up. That's Creed towards the backside. She's going to try to lock this down for her teammates. The Sway ladies, they do get cleared from the hill for now. It's a good initial 10 points here. But Audi right now trying to break on in, maybe get some of that scrap going. But both teams thinking about that P2 rotation as number 6. That's Fierce already watching that pinch. Fiddle, though, trying to find her way through the featured player. She gets shut down, but still Audi with the spawn so far so good. As I say that, though, look at Anarchy towards the backside. She's with her teammate as well. That's Lily trying to figure out how to get some of these key kills locked down. But Pink is able to clean house and keep things at bay.
Yeah, the substitute coming in clutch in Pink with the quick pinch onto the back of the map, able to lock in those spawns. It's Team Audi that have taken a lead early on here. However, it's Merity breaking in through the front like she does so well, able to get the entry kills for her team. Anarchy and Merity again, but it's Team Audi. They are not afraid. They're picking up just enough kills to keep this one interesting until Fiddle goes on the flank, is able to take care of 2, able to take care of a 3rd, and now it's Sway Ladies holding down the hard point.
So far, so good. Sway Ladies on the break here as they look to try to lock down the last 20 seconds or so, but folks, got to start thinking about those rotations over towards P3. Who's here? Well, it's Audi and the rest of Audi. I just realized that they both have the same name. But hey, Sway Ladies, they look to find their break on in here towards the front side here soon enough as Audi, well, typical shutdowns out of Audi and Fierce. That is going to trip me up, but nonetheless, Sway Ladies, they're looking to find their way on forward here. It's going to be a big break if you want to try to extend that scoreline. But hey, Audi still playing it closer than before, considering how Sway Ladies have ran through this tournament. But then you look at the skill on this roster. That's what I'm talking about. You break right on through a Freezer, and that is going to be a solid set of kills to get right back into the hill, and therefore right back into the game.
Yeah, I mean, just breaking in right through the front. No one from Team Audi able to respond to the kill. Anarchy, her form's looking nice, able to pick up 1 on the snakes, the little snake battle in the hill. Lily with the 2nd. That's more time going in favor. No, Audi's able to break that one right back in. Merity with the quick trade, though. Anarchy responds as well as Sway continue to stretch out that small lead that they have grown early on. Fiddle in a nice cruddy spot to lock down that rotation for New, as now Sway looking to really stretch that lead out, able to find the one player really that they were worried about to break through this setup. But just when I say that, it's Fierce. Picks up 2 on a 3 spree, breaking into P4 for her team, but she's all alone. No one on her team able to pick up a kill. Lily with the trade, and another as Sway is stretching that lead right out.
Stretch, we'll see if Audi can stretch themselves towards the hill as Fierce looks to find the break on in. Lily, though, shutting you down any point that you can, but eventually she's going to hit the dust. But so far, Mary and Fiddle, they have been able to find the responsive back in due time. That's going to be a solid 3 in the feed. The time ticking in the direction of Sway Ladies, and here we go. It's time for Restaurant, and we'll see if Audi's going to get cooking on the new hill as she likes to find her way on in. Let's see if she's able to find anything off the bat here. It's 4 minutes on the clock to go. A solid amount of time being gained for both of these teams because of that. And, well, right now, Sway Ladies, we know what they do best. They like to get these breaks. Is Anarchy going to be the one to kick it off? Ooh, it's risky. Shots in. There it goes. The rest of Sway Ladies, they're looking to be here for the support. It's still a dicey factor on the hill, though, as Creed goes big. Lily now the last one towards Freezer's side, but Sway Ladies still continuously applying the pressure.
Sway Ladies still applying the pressure, but this is the first time that you're really seeing Team Audi respond with trades, effective trades of their own. They're racking in a lot of hill time here. That's 30 unanswered seconds in favor of Team Audi. Just need one more trade to come through. However, Merity and Anarchy combined for 2 more, and that's going to be Sway able to break in for those last 25 seconds or so, and that's huge because you go on that on this rotation. If Team Audi was able to lock in those extra 25 seconds, we would be looking at almost a tie game here. But just when we say that, they are stretching that lead right back out. They're almost back up to 70 points here, heading into P6, I believe is the number of this hill. But regardless, we have Fierce trying to break in from the front, able to pick up the first kill, looking for that second kill onto Lily, although Lily will have none of that as she's able to clean up that kill, and her longtime duo in Anarchy takes care of 2 more in the back. But it's Team Audi breaking in, 3 kills in their favor, just 1 more to take care of, and it's Lily. She's able to take down 1. Merity with the second, and it's still Sway with the control of the hill.
Yeah, and it's double scoreline right now for Sway as they look to continue the margin here, extend things out as Anarchy as well, clearing the top side. Audi right now struggling to break on in towards P6, and, well, it's going to have to come down to the rotations here soon, and therefore the second set as we head on back over towards P1. Anarchy, a solid hold on Old. And it's going to have to be all about the setup that we are seeing on the mini-map from Audi. They are here, they're good to go, but how easy is the breakdown going to happen? So far, seems like not too much, unless Merity is able to be a rat, a thorn in your side. She's able to take down 2, but Creed able to be the crutch towards top side. And that is going to be Lily, though, with the trade eventually. So far, the back and forth eventually sways in the favor of Sway ladies as they look to get onto the hill.
Yeah, Sway doing what they do best. Maybe not the best rotating team, but they break in with ease yet again, and they're holding down the hill. Audi responds with one of her own. However, you have Merity still alive, being that thorn in your side that she always is. Sitting at 20 and 12 with a minute of hill time, she's absolutely going off, and you have almost over 100-point lead already just after one and a hill's worth of rotations here as we move into the second P2 of the game. You look at those spawns on the bottom of your screen. It is all Sway ladies. They have a full setup. You're looking towards the chandelier side for Audi. You've got to break in. You've got to make something happen here if you want to get back in this game.
Something happen, Audi. It's gonna have to be the break on from the Shandy side. Fierce, good kills off the bat here. You got to find your way through the backside, and no dice on that. Does not roll in the favor of her as Lily is able to take her down in due time. Audi still, they find their way back on in. It's going to be 45 seconds left on the hill. You pass that 100-point mark, but it's gonna have to be a big hill to climb if you want to find your way back into this game. As Sway ladies, they have come out dominant here to start map number 1. 30 seconds left to go, and Sway, they find their way back on in. Fiddle frying over towards the outside. It's another set of purple. It's another flurry of kills for the side of Sway ladies. Maybe one onto the teammate, sprinkled in there for extra measure, but it is really of no matter if you can still win it on this hill by the exact number, I believe. And if anything, you'll try to get that rotation, but Audi, unless they can get a break right now, it is going to be over. It's going to be a done deal, a seal on the package as Audi looks to contest, and that just saved her and her team. As Sway ladies now, they're looking to get the rotation, but look, Lily already set up, ready to go, looking to get the break on in. If she goes big right here, if the rest of Sway ladies find the kills, it could be over right now.
It could be over right now, but Pink and Audi, they combined for 3 massive kills just to continue to give their team an opportunity to get back in this game. But it's Merity with 1, Lily, or Anarchy with another, excuse me, as that's going to be Merity with a 3rd. That is going to be 250 to 115, I believe. 250 to 118, something like that. That's going to be Sway ladies taking map number 1. Just an overall impressive showing. I mean, not necessarily the best and most efficient rotating, but just the breaking. It was just like we saw yesterday. It was just clean. It was efficient.
Marvelous start for them. I gotta say, I like it. Sway ladies, they're looking dominant. They're looking like they're continuing kind of what they did before. If I'm going to be perfectly honest with you, I think they're just going to smoke Audi in this series, to say it bluntly and plainly. Based off that map number 1, I think they're looking very, very good. So we'll see how things go as we go into Search and Destroy. But, I mean, to be fair with you, like, you have a team that just won, like, every single match in the upper bracket, has not dropped a single map. And so you're not thinking that they're just going to do that now. I mean, it's grand finals, so granted, there's a bit of a difference here. But Audi, they've had a rougher run. They did drop down to that loser.
Well, I'm not sure what's going on with Epiphanies, Mike. Looks like we just had a small technical issue. But you look at the map set that you have, you're moving into a Mercado Search and Destroy, where you may have a few more chances for some weirdness to happen. And I know Team Audi, they really enjoy this map. So they really have a strong, like for this map because they have such strong S&D players in those S&D or SMG roles. So which on Mercado are very, very influential, especially around that A-bomb site where you have that bottom and top cantina side of the map. And then you look at a hotel control where we know anything can happen on that map as well. Well, hopefully we're able to get Epiphany's mic sorted out here very shortly. But the players look to be loading back up into the lobby, so we will get that going here in just a moment. But we'll step aside and take a visit with our sponsors here just real quick as we get the lobby ready to go. We are loading right into map number 2. We've got a Mercado search and destroy. Let's see if Team Audi can make something happen here that we really didn't see much of in map number 1, outside of maybe 2 or 3 hills on that map. They got to make something happen here and get some momentum going for themselves. But if it's anything like we've seen the rest of the weekend from Sway, they're not going to be giving any room to move here from the side of Team Audi. So 50, what are you looking for out of this map?
I'm looking for my internet not to crash again, so that's the first thing. But besides that, I'm looking for Sway Ladies to continue the momentum that they've had in the past. You look at the way that map 1 played out, I'm looking for things to be the exact same going here, so we'll see how it goes as they look to try to find the first blood. Fiddle able to find one onto Audi, making this a solid 3 versus 3 off the bat.
Solid 3v3 off the bat. I believe it was Fiddle with 1 and then Audi with the response, but 3v3 early on. Lily looking to take down Pink. Fiddle does it for her as Anarchy on the pinch, gonna jump over 1, able to pick up the kill, and that's a quick round in favor of Sway Ladies. More positive momentum for them, as it's just it feels like they can do whatever they want on the map. There's no real resistance coming through from anybody in this tournament, as Anarchy just almost had a free pinch there. It looked like so. Interesting round there to start off the first round of our search and destroy. As you look at the scoreboard up top, only Fierce and Audi in the kill feed, and Fiddle with 3 already. So looking to see if she can rack in some streaks heading into the middle portions of this game.
Anarchy bomb in hand, looking to move things over towards that A site. Maybe a reroute over towards B with how the chaos has unfolded at A, as kills already rained down onto Suede Ladies, making them not have that first blood. As Fiddle looks to find the trade, though, it's dangerous shots in through the Vaz. You know how this one goes. You get naded at the top side, and you're a done deal real quick. As Anarchy, though, in an opportune position to make something happen. You got to look at the corner, though. A beautiful kill. The trade comes through, though. Fiddle automatically trying to find the answer back. It's Fierce and Anarchy, though, each in the kill feed. As Fiddle, eventually, there's that answer we was talking about. She rises to the occasion. And now Lily, the last one left up. The 1 versus 2 for the side of Sway Ladies as she looks to work this one out.
Yeah, Lily looking to make something happen here, but I believe... this is very odd. Lily has not come off spawn yet, so Team Audi win round number 2. Not sure if that is there's something affecting.
Definitely was just editing the class.
So
yeah,
we'll go with fixing a class, but
yeah,
we stand at 1-1 here early on. I mean, overall, just a solid round out of Team Audi. Maybe a little bit of a. Oh, looks like we're going to have to end the map and restart. It looks like Anarchy and Fiddle have already left. So we will get that reset for you all. But, I mean, it was just looking like a lot more of the same, to be quite honest with you. It was a lot of positive things for Sway Ladies and not a lot going for Team Audi there early on.
I think when you look at the way that things were played out there by Sway Ladies, it's a good start for them. Obviously, the fact that you didn't even have a teammate and you won that first round makes me pretty confident in them. So we'll have to see what's going on with Lily's internet or whatever. Maybe she's experiencing the same issues that I had. We'll see. But whatever it may be, we're going to get this one loaded up and ready to go here. We got 5 players in the lobby right now. We're just making sure everybody's all solid and in. So, but yeah, no, I think you look at that search and destroy and Mercado, chaotic map. I think the rat backs are important. I think I was talking about that towards the middle of the map once, and that is the round that we just watched where there was actually that loss that came through for Sway, and it was because they played a little bit too heavy on that A side. You know, Anarchy, she was able to find that big kill in the corner, but in the end, you know, the trades aren't in your favor still, so you need to get that rotation when you have that teammate. With the bomb sitting towards the middle of the map, you have an opportunity to hit cut out. So I think maybe there's some of these situations where Sway, they can, you know, change things up a little bit, maybe some rat backs as opposed to just hard committing to a site.
Yeah, and also on the side of Audi, I mean, that round you're talking about, they really just had 4 players just team pushing over towards A. There wasn't a lot of pressure towards the middle of the map, no information being gained, and you saw that, you know, really bring itself to fruition with the 1 kill that Anarchy was able to get, and she was able to just walk right through tunnel uncontested and able to get 1. You know, yes, there was a trade that came through, but you know, if you're Team Audi, you got to make sure you have that information over the middle of the map. You don't want to let that person through for free. At least make them earn it and get a kill and then push the tunnel. But you know, you give that up for free, you're automatically giving up more and more territory, and you're backing yourselves in a corner. So you know, I think if you want to get back in this series, you've got to, you know, just show a lack of fear and just go after them. I mean, what that says to me is this team is afraid. They are playing scared. They're trying to do the right things by playing together, making sure that they can have these trades. But also, when you do that, you give up so much map. And that just allows for Sway to do the things that they are doing, which is just run through the map for free, have those free flanks that we saw in round number 1 from Anarchy, where she was able to just run through the middle of the map, get behind them, and get 2 kills to secure the round. And then in the last round, she was able to hit right through the middle of the map. So if Audi's going to make something happen in this search and destroy, they've got to make some more magic happen in the middle of the map. get some more map pressure overall and make Sway think rather than just, do kind of whatever they want.
Well, yeah, I think there are places that people default to overall. I think people tend to kind of choose a certain location or choose a certain spot off the bat, off the rip, that they want to go to in order to win some of those key gunfights off the bat as well. So I kind of look for deviation from that. Where are you going to go that's going to make them kind of not expect your position? Because I think that's really the big contingency on if you're especially good on a map like Mercado where it's really tight, there's a lot of crevices and corners, you have opportunities, you have places for you to kind of wait for a play opportunity and to make something happen. So when you just kind of go hedge off the bat and you are surprised that you get naded out or gunned from top Cantina, I mean, I don't really know what to tell you. So, I think there are points where you just have to be like, oh yeah, or I'm going to hit through Ela, I'm going to stay there and wait for some information, then hit a route through, or whatever it might be, right? You want to try to figure out how am I going to deviate from what they might expect.
Exactly, and that deviation that you're talking about is what would cause those changes of decision from Sway. And anytime you force a team to really think and change the standard play that they want to go to is when you force them to make mistakes. You start getting mistakes. You see it all the time. No team is perfect. If you put pressure on them and you force them to make quick decisions, split-second decisions in game, they're going to make mistakes. And exactly what you just pointed out. Mercado is one of those maps where you can play a really cruddy corner in an interesting spot, get some information, maybe get a kill, maybe hit a route off of it, create something for your team, so that way the team you are playing no longer just gets to do exactly what they want to do every single round. They have to make adjustments, and when you force them to make adjustments, you increase the likelihood that they're going to make mistakes.
Yeah, I think the mid-game adjustments are so pivotal when you look at both of these teams, and especially Audi when they have kind of been on the back foot. So we'll see how things go. But lobby update, we've got 6 in the lobby now. I think we're just going to go ahead and actually wait here while we get this issue resolved. So we're going to go toss it to a quick break, guys. But when we come back, we got some Mercado Search and Destroy right on the horizon.
Hey Nate, how's life? I don't know. It's alright. I've been dealing with some things like every human being and really didn't sleep much last night.
Look at Shermie already thinking ahead.
Spend a minute, I know now I'm back to wrong. Looking for the antidote, crack the code. Where'd the beat go? Oh, ain't that something? Drums came in, you ain't see that coming. Hands on my head, can't tell me nothing. Got a taste of the fame, it upon my stomach. Throw it back up like I don't want it. Wipe my face, clean up my vomit. OCD trying to push my buttons, I said don't touch it. Now y'all done it.
Everybody, and welcome back. Let's get after it. It's time to load into this Mercado S&D, and an update for you guys. This is a funny one. I think this might be one of the top interesting timeout or just in-game circumstances that I've heard of. So Lily PNG's mom tripped her internet or tripped her breaker, turned off the breaker for some reason. I have no idea what caused it to trip or whatever, but the breaker was turned off by her mom. So she lost part of her PC and internet, of course, because of that. So that's what happened, folks. So now you're all set up and you're going to be starting 1-1. So first to 5, going to take this Mercado away.
I mean, it's Call of Duty. They say Call of Duty is day to day, right? They say no, your power and your internet is day to day. Let's just take that one step further. That's a new one, but hey, We learn something new every single day. So let's see if Team Audi can do what we were talking about. If they can make some more interesting plays, create some pressure on them. But we're going to end the map.
Nice,
again,
solid.
And we're going to go back to the drawing board, it appears. I believe it's because we just need to swap teams real quick, so it shouldn't take but just a moment. Yeah, it was because Sway was still on offense, and they were on offense previously, so we'll just swap teams real quick, get everybody reset, and get right back rolling here. But yeah, that's an interesting one. I don't know if I've seen that one. I've seen the internet just completely crashing in the middle of a map. Of course, that has happened several times. I've seen.
I've seen the internet crashing, but I just haven't seen it because your mom turned off your power breaker. But I mean, hey, yeah, always something new, I guess, right?
Right, exactly. And you go flip that breaker back on. You're like, Mom, stop drying your hair. I'm trying to play a Call of Duty match or something.
Turn off the space heater.
Do you have like a sound system going or something? Like, what draws that much power? But, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, it looks like we're just going to swap some teams around and get loaded right back in. Oh, and we have made a huge mistake because we have given myself mod privileges in the Amateur World League channel. Nah. We're not going to be banning anybody tonight. Maybe we will. Who knows? But we again, map 2 search and destroy on Mercado. It is currently tied 1-1 as we load back in here momentarily. Again, first to 5 here, as both teams are currently tied 1-1. So hopefully we will have some sort of graphic alert on your screen, or maybe not. We'll just keep reminding you over and we will have a graphic on the screen. I'm being told. So we love to hear that as we reload into map number 2 for I believe the 3rd time now. So that you love to see.
The charm, as they say. So we'll see how things go here as Mercado. It started off fiery. I'm expecting it to continue that way as Sway Ladies up 1-0. Also 1-1 in the scoreline as we load into this one as they try to take it away. See what I can do to try to deviate from things and to change things up. But it's still going to be a difficult run.
It definitely is going to be a difficult run. But you always, I'm a big fan of it's never over until it's over. And everybody's, and as long as you're willing to spawn in and keep trying, you've always got an opportunity to bring it back. So, I really do believe that in these teams, in this Team Audi, to bring this one back. However, they've got to show some willingness to make some plays and not play scared. And what worries me is that last round I saw a lot of just being scared to take a gunfight, and I need to see more of just that fearlessness that we saw early on in the hard point. So looking like a four girl hit over towards the A site. However, it's Fiddle with the first blood.
Fiddle first blood, a good start for Sway Ladies, but we'll see if they're able to continue that trend. It looks like that's the case. Lily, the internet proving useful to find a kill onto Creed, and well, now it's going to be Fierce and Pink. Up in the 2 versus 3. Fierce, a beautiful shot into 1, but the immediate trade as a return to that response for Sway Ladies. That's going to be another solid one on the board, up 2-1 as Sway Ladies.
Yeah, just again, leaving open the middle of the map, 4-person hitting that site, and, just allowing Anarchy to get right through the tunnel yet again. That's a 2nd round in a row that she's just been able to walk right through uncontested, as you see on the bottom of your screen. Again, it is 2-1 in this map in favor of Sway Ladies. We did have that interesting disconnect that has caused some apps in the production call this evening, but looking like we're going to have a 4-person hit over towards the A site for Sway. And look at this adjustment that is being made. Now Team Audi are looking more towards the middle of the map. They're able to walk through tunnel for free. However, Anarchy watching it, able to get 1, but Audi responds with 2, and that's going to be advantage Team Audi.
I don't really know how that just happened, because when you walk through tunnel like that, 9 times out of 10, even if it's me on the other side of that tunnel in ranked play, I'm gonna gun you, and if I'm watching it. But I mean, hey, it's search and destroy. It's just, you know, you never know. We'll see what happens, I guess, for Fiddle right here in the 1 versus 3. It's no dice on that one. But yeah, what I was saying is, you know, tunnel's kind of one of those spots that, like, if you know they have control of the site, you don't typically waltz on through. But this is one of those rare occurrences where, you know, I guess it works out. Fierce able to find the kill. It's 2-2.
It is 2-2, and it was a big play from Audi there to stay alive at Hedges, just to, you know, and not only stay alive, but get 2 kills in the process, able to give her team that advantage despite that first blood from Merity. So tied 2-2, mid rounds of these search and destroys. This is where you really start seeing a lot of those adjustments, and look at Team Audi. They're picking up the middle of the map more. They've got some pressure, forcing Anarchy to think and stay back a little bit more, as now they can create and use some numbers over towards the A site.
Well, Merity, a good start. You get that first blood going, and Audi right now just trying to find the response back. It's going to be a solid one at a Fierce, but is it enough to get tunnel? No, not quite. Anarchy able to stay up in the gunfight. It's going to be a 1 versus 2 now for Pink as she looks to work this one out, as so far, that's a good start. It's all up to Lily now. The pre-aim is in, but is it going to be enough? Do you have the nades? Do you have the util? The answer to that? No. You got to find the right angle, as Audi still at the disadvantage as they're gonna have to find a way to get this bomb picked up. Pink right now, she's trying to find the angle. It's a good peek up. The shots are in, the wall bang as well, but it is not enough. Sway ladies, they win it. Lily able to clutch up.
Lily able to clutch up, but I mean, it was almost a huge 1v2 for Pink, as she got the important kill onto Anarchy and Tunnel, and then Lily just plays her life so well, backs up into a longer line of sight to, you know, that she's more comfortable with, and even though she was fully exposed in the gunfight, able to win it. So just impressive shots out of Lily, and as you see on your screen, Sway ladies are on the offense here, as that bomb's going to be going towards the middle of the map. It's going to be Anarchy putting pressure down on the C heady, as Anarchy able to get the first blood, looking like they're going to be going through mid tunnel over towards A. Fierce with 1, but all of Sway is here. They've got more pressure through the middle of the map. Merity with 1 as well, as that's going to be a full pinch coming through. But I mean, it's just been very impressive stuff here from Sway.
So far, the bomb is planted, and that's going to be a good start here onto the B site. Everybody look to play a careful mid-round, but Dark, it's going to be occupied by Merity. She's able to find the first. No dice on the second, though. As we'll see if Fierce can get it to roll in her favor this time around. But no, a perfect read. A beautiful, beautiful B plant out of Sway ladies. I like the diversion there. 4-1. 4-2, excuse me. Now for the side of Sway ladies is Anarchy. Beautiful shots there in towards the end. 5 and 2. A stellar S&D.
Definitely, a very impressive read there off the quick trade from Fierce, as she just wasn't ready for that next gunfight. You know, Anarchy had the read and was able to make the jump shots count, as Sway takes a massive advantage here in these mid rounds, to the shock of probably nobody in the chat, as they're able to get this one moving in their direction. Anarchy looking to hit the tunnel again. She is going to be met with a little more resistance this time. It's Fierce with 1, Audi with a second. However, Anarchy with the pistol, able to take care of her, able to take care of a second. Merity with a third, and just like that, Creed is all by her lonesome. Going to be able to take down 1, but she's going to have some company here momentarily in Anarchy. But it is a 1v1, as bomb has been dropped over on the site. Anarchy has perfect sight of it, as this should be another round in favor of Sway, unless a crazy timing goes her way, as she hits the 360. Team Audi with a round. Impressive stuff out of Creed there in the 1v2.
I gotta say, it's pretty typical that Team Audi are doing as well as they are, considering, you know, how the last map went. Maybe it was that reset that kind of gave you the time to discuss what your strategy is, or maybe it's just Mercado, whatever it might be. It's a good run for them. They're keeping it competitive, but it seems like every time they take a step, it's 2 steps forward for Sway ladies, and we'll see if that trend is going to continue heading into this next round. As Anarchy 7-3. A wonderful, wonderful start. And also, a B push coming in for the side of Sway Ladies. No presence over towards A. It's going to be a quick wrap back here by Audi in due time as Merity looks to catch them on the cross as they do so. Creed might just give her one for free, or maybe Pink the same. That's some information at least. You got to worry about the backside, though. As now the pressure already starting to mount on over towards the B site. The gunfights go down. Pink able to find the first onto Fiddle, but the trade immediately comes on through. It's a 3-2 as Sway Ladies, they have the advantage on the site, but Pink continues to try to go big. Lily finds one for her life. It's now up to Pink in the 1 versus 2.
Pink in the 1v2 yet again, as she was almost able to pull it off the first time, in a much tougher spot now as Bomb down, gonna have to secure both of these kills very, very quickly. Able to get the first onto Lily, but it looks like she's not gonna have enough time to work this second kill. Merity just looking over the Bomb, and that's going to be a nice snipe clean up as Sway Ladies get to map point here. Again, on your screen it says 4-2. We did have that that restart here early on, so it is currently 5-3 in the search and destroy as Sway have reached map point, and just a solid rotate and change of plan over towards that B site, as Sway being proactive and making making Team Audi think and create and do something different. And when you do that, you create more opportunities for them to make mistakes, as Team Sway are ahead 5-3 in the search and destroy.
Sway, it's only one away here from taking this to the what is possibly tournament point. As Creed is able to find 2 towards the middle of the map. Anarchy with the response as quick kills. My goodness, suddenly you blink and you miss it. It's a 1 versus 1. Lily versus Pink. What can she do to keep this one alive towards Hedge? AR picked up. Going to be useful if you want to try to chow some of those long angles on the backside, but maybe it's going to be all about the mixy gunfight towards the front. But first and foremost, get that bomb planted. Get the time headed into your control. Now it's up to Lily to make a move, but she's not going to yet. She's playing this one careful. You can end the game right here if you wanted to. It's all in your hands. Is now information towards the top side. Pink not even going to bother to peek Hedge. A beautiful timing there for Lily, and a beautiful gunfight win, or maybe you don't even call it that, just a gunning. As also, this has been dominance here in map number 2.
Definitely was, and a nice job by Lily there, just playing her life. I believe she got a couple of sound cues, that loudness equalization coming to fruition there, but nonetheless, impressive shots onto top Cantina and able to secure that. So obviously it says match point on your screen. However, that is map number 2 secured for Sway Ladies, so the map will be ended here just shortly as we come back to the main screen. But I mean, just impressive stuff out of Sway as they're able to lock in map number 2 and reach championship point as we head into a hotel control. And I'm looking towards Team Audi to try to make something happen, but it doesn't look like that's going to be possible.
I think at this point you're mentally down in the dumps, and Hotel going to be the place where Sway Ladies are going to try to close this one out. I've seen them on it before. They look incredibly good on this map, and I am only expecting for them to do well on Hotel Control once more. They did great on Hardpoint. Now they look to be Respawn dominant again. It's looking like our tournament might be ending on this very map.
I mean, for sure, and I believe we saw it on yesterday when they played House Elves. I mean, it was just dominant. It was clean. It was efficient every single round. The trades were there. The teamwork was there. You just never really felt like they didn't have, sorry for the pun, that they didn't have control of what was going on. As you look at our featured player again, Fiddle, doing what she does best in that search and destroy and getting those first bloods, being that nuisance in the side of the enemy team, as she and her Sway Ladies are ahead 2-0, and we move into the control again on Hotel, and I'm looking towards Fiddle and Merity to really close this one out, because they've been the dynamic player so far.
Yeah, I mean, Fiddle right now is obviously that player to pay attention to on Sway Ladies. Featured player twice for a reason. really, really solid. Got a higher rank in ranked play than I did. So, I mean, if that's already enough, then there you go. Crimson. Gotta say that's pretty tippable. But nonetheless, Fiddle, a key player for the Sway Ladies squad. She has been fiery. And now, at this point, that fire is going to continue to burn as well. Right now, Audi, they are burning. They are the ones being burned, and they are not feeling good while doing it. So we'll see if they're able to find a way to extinguish the flames, or Sway Ladies is going to continue to come in hot.
Oh, for sure, and I think I personally think that Sway is going to come right out and be very aggressive. Go with something a little different here early on.
Yeah.
In this map number 3, and maybe throw us like a 4 hit through the middle of the map, or just something different that we don't normally see, because they have that comfortability of playing with each other for so long. And you know, we'll see what they're able to make happen. But you know, if Team Audi are going to get back into this, which, like, again, I don't like to write teams off, but it's kind of looking like they need to be written off.
I mean, it's a pickup squad versus a formal team, right? Like, in the end, kind of. I feel like this is kind of the big thing. As Sway Ladies, they have been together for so long. And Audi, I mean, it's just a bunch of people meshed together off the bat.
Well, other than Pink, these three have been a team for quite some time as well. However, they don't necessarily practice at the same level that Sway Ladies do. So
yeah, like one's very established. Yeah.
So it's a matter of, you know, these Team Audi girls are really talented, but when it comes down to making plays at this level, are you ready to go? And it just has shown that they don't have the experience quite yet. I do believe they can get there in time, but this map 3 is going to show a lot. If they're able to fight back, get a couple rounds, I don't know if they're necessarily going to win the map, but if they're able to get a round or 2 rounds, that can show a lot for their confidence moving forward, and give them something to work for heading into the rest of the year and the rest of MW2.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I mean, I think at this point, you're totally right on that point. You want to find something to work for. If you don't win this, but you got this far, like, that is already enough hope for you to be like, hey, this is worth pursuing, this is worth trying to figure out. But yeah, I mean, a lot of pickup squads in this tournament, so when you are one of those teams that's more formulated, that's more established like Sway Ladies, versus, yes, a more formulated team like Audi, you're going to just be better. And at this point, Audi, this is a good learning matchup here, because you're going to realize, like, hey, we can get to that last point. We can get to the grants. Now it's all about revising, figuring out what the right strategy is going to be. And well, now we load into Greenberg Hotel for possibly the last time here in our series and in our tournament. As Sway Ladies, they look to close it out here off the bat.
Yeah, I mean, Team Audi, you're about to learn a lot about yourselves. You're down 2-0. You know, early on here, and you know, are you able to really fight back and show some strength here, as the side of Sway are just not afraid to just run right at you? As they're going to be a 4-person hit over towards the B site. Fiddle with the first blood. An impressive ego chow out of top bedroom, but that's going to be the side of Sway getting almost getting a full 4 wipe, but Fierce and Creed, I believe that is, that combined for 2, or Fierce and Pink, sorry, combined for 2, as they're able to clear out the B site. Pressure over towards A now in the form of Fiddle, again, just doing what she does best, being that nuisance, being the first one in, creating those openings for her.
Yeah, the opening's so big over towards that B site, considering how brutal it can be if you're able to secure, but sometimes you just gotta play it safe. You gotta work over towards A off the bat. And, well, Lily's going to make sure that you are not able to touch your toes in that point at all. If this A site gets locked down, of course, you get that minute added onto the clock. So much time to work with on the approach over towards B. Another hit out of Audi. Another set of players down in the gunfights. They are just not winning them. That is where you're not going to be able to get out at all at that point. I think if you're not able to win the gunfights, I think that is bottom line. That is the first and foremost priority to fix. And so far, Audi, they have not been able to do so.
Yeah, and they're just playing some weird spots, leaving themselves a little bit more exposed than you'd like them to be, especially on this rotation, as now you have full B-site control from Sway. That is a 3-stack coming through. The only player pushed out is going to be Merity, looking for that first kill, able to secure it. Lily and Anarchy respond as well. This is going to be a round in favor of Sway, and it is dominant in the live department as well, as Sway take round number 1.
I think I smell a 3-0. If you're able to win an attack round on Hotel, it's not like Bagra, okay? I will say it's not like Bagra, but if you're able to win an attack round on Hotel, it's still very, very significant. Now, the real question is, are they going to be able to have a solid defense here, or is it going to be kind of like one of those hotels where Audi, they also lock down the attack? I'm starting to get a feeling that's probably not going to be the case based on how that one just went. It wasn't really close at all, so we'll see how it goes. But Sway Ladies off the bat looking to get a solid split defense over towards the A and B site. Meanwhile, Audi unified in the A push, but the kills not quite finding them, so it's not going to really matter how much you try to push on forward. As Pink and Creed, though, they do keep things at bay. They do find their way on, but Merity already trying to cause some chaos. I feel like if there's a player I'm always talking about that is finding the route, finding her way through, it is Merity DVA. We'll see if she's able to do that once again. She does get taken down on the previous life, but Audi, it's a solid setup over towards A. The real question is, can they get momentum over towards B?
Well, can they even lock down this A point? Well, they're able to get it done here, but Merity with 2 more just to create more chaos. Like you said, every time they need a kill, she's always hitting around and making something happen. But look at that map control as you see Sway Ladies double pushed up into bedroom, 1 player sitting P4. However, that nade does take care of Anarchy and couches. However, Merity in that bedroom area, able to take care of 1, not able to secure the second is Fierce with the trade. A very, very important trade there is now that they can begin to work this B site. Lily with 1, though, as that's going to be more control back in favor of Sway, as the old standby Fiddle making sure, hey, everything's in front of you over towards that she's over towards Chandelier side, just calling out for her team. Everything's in front of you. Well, it's in front of you. It just took you down as Team Audi trying to make something happen here, able to take down 1 more. Fierce caught with nade in hand, though, as that is going to be Anarchy taking care of another. Trade still going down. Creed, Merity, Lily, PNG, they responded as a clearance coming in for Sway.
Lily PNG, it's a set of picture-perfect kills, and so far, Audi, they have not been able to find a way into the hill whatsoever. It has been a difficult run, and now Sway Ladies, they are already pushed up. They are looking to find the dominant positions here. As Pink, I mean, proving why Lily is in the exact right spot at the exact right time. Audi, they are not finding any kind of momentum forward. Fiddle trying to play her life towards Dub Arches. If she would have won that one, I would have been screaming on the ground crying. But nonetheless, Audi, they look to find their way on forward, but it is a difficult task as the Envoy never able to secure any kind of good footing on the map.
Not really. I mean, you see them constantly spawning over towards Back Kitchen, not really able to lock anything down, and they're just constantly pushing through, not taking a lot of solo gunfights, and Lily just picking them apart as looks like she's, well, for a time, I believe she was on a 5, 6, or 7 spree. Probably got herself a cruise missile as well, as this is going to be yet another round in favor of Sway Ladies, as Lily, Fiddle, and Anarchy combined for 3. Fierce does get 1 in the feed, but it's 2 kills to 9. Now 1 player remaining, and that is Pink by herself. Also sitting at 2 and 12. It could be a sign of things to come as Sway Ladies take a 2-0 lead here in the control.
I mean, may as well say your thoughts and prayers now for Audi, as this one's looking to be closed out here very, very soon, and the burial is about to happen on this round number 3. As we'll see what happens as Sway Ladies, they look to secure the tournament right here. It has been a beautiful run. Flawless gameplay. I mean, literally, like, flawless. I don't think they've dropped a map. That's the flawless I'm talking about. Nothing ordinary from these women here in the tournament. And now they're looking to find a way to close things out one last time. 1 more round, 1 more solid attack, and the pressure already mounting as they look to make the approach over towards B off the bat here. We'll see if number 7, Fierce, is able to find her way to stay alive. And so far, she's done that. Audi, good help. Meanwhile, though, the pressure on over towards A.
Yeah, impressive stuff out there out of Team Audi. Maybe just a little bright bright spot. Even if they end up losing this series, it's looking like they will. You can see that they're dealing with some of these interesting pushes very well. It's just those mid-round plays that they're not able to make, as Fierce responding with one, but that is going to be all Sway on the A zone, looking like they're going to lock this one down. However, that's two players coming out of Kitchen, Merity taking care of one. However, I don't think they realize that Pink is here, going to be able to take down one, contesting for a moment, able to get the kill onto A, as still one player to deal with in Merity, but Merity able to get that kill. So that's going to be the A zone captured for Sway ladies. However, lives pretty even off of that break, as Audi able to secure one on the pinch, but it is, I mean, again, it's still just clean, it's efficient, it's dominant out of Sway.
Dominance out of Sway, and we'll see if things are going to sway in their favor one last time as Audi, they look to make the approach, but I mean, I think at this point, you're not able to kill Fiddle in the back. It's going to be that much harder as Fiddle's able to find the gunfight win, and now you move on over towards that B site. If you're the side of Sway ladies here, once you get the kills, as Fiddle continuing to fry towards the backside, she finally drops, but Audi now in a key position. We'll see if she's able to make anything happen towards topside bed. She is, but still, the kills coming purple in the feed. We'll see if she's able to find another one. The answer to that is a quick no due to the bullets of Merity. And now it's going to be a solid stack possibly coming through on this B site. This could be it. It could be over. Audi, you've got to get there. You've got to apply the pressure. But the wound is already open. The salt is being rubbed in, and the kills are flourishing. There is no way you're going to get there. Sway ladies, they are your Women Open champions.
I mean, just impressive clearances. Everything that they needed to have covered, they had covered. It was Anarchy in the back spot, able to take care of, I believe, 3 or 4 in a row there. As you see, an impressive best play there out of the one and only Azura Anarchy, as she finishes 18-14. Merity at 18-12, and Lily just like, we didn't really say her name that much in that last round, but she finished 20-11. Fiddle 13-11 to close out map number 3. I mean, just absolute dominance the whole weekend out of Sway.
Yeah, I think at this point, this has been just an insane run out of them. They are truly, truly stellar in all regards, and now they finally close it out. They prove themselves to be the best women in the scene right now, so we'll see how things go. I'm very curious as to what's going to happen with their team moving forward, how the dominance is going to continue. Is it going to regress? What is Audi going to do to try to fix things up? I think that they definitely have hope, considering they've made it this far. So nonetheless, definitely going to be an interesting run to see. But folks, I'm not quite sure what we're going to do right now, but we can take a look at the series. It's going to be a solid 3-0, 250, 118, 6-3, 3-0. There we go on the control on Hotel, and that is dominance on a scoreboard.
Definitely is. I mean, it was clean, it was efficient, especially in those respawns. In the search and destroy, you saw some bright spots from Team Audi, but in both respawns, it was just dominance. It was clean, it was efficient, it was everything that you could have possibly have wanted from your team. It was 250 to 118 and 3-0 in the 2 respawns. I mean, it's again clean, efficient, dominant, just like we expect from them. And you know, Team Audi, it's back to the drawing board. You know, you got to the final. You showed that you can at least, you know, show up, right? But now it's time to show out, and you know, maybe and be more prepared next time you are there. But looks like we are going to be able to get an interview here. We have the featured player of the whole weekend, as we had the featured player yesterday and now the featured player today. Fiddle, FDL, who knows what she's calling herself these days. All I know is that she's gross on the sticks. I mean, that was just impressive out of you ladies.
Oh, thanks. Sorry for coming in here. We were blasting High School Musical. I was very excited.
Nice. I mean, you guys really have had an amazing run. I kind of want to ask you, you know, when you talk about the previous success that you guys have had leading up into today, this tournament overall, what has your preparation been like, or is it just kind of like another day in the office?
Well, about that one, Epiphany, we don't scrim, like, at all. I think we've probably played like 3 scrims this entire season so far, and it was just because we were bored. All of us get in our own like game time. I play a lot of ranked, Mizu plays a lot of ranked, or Merity, and then Abby plays a lot of Warzone with one of our subs named Amelia, and then Lily just does Lily things. She plays when she can, but does her artist work a lot. But yeah, I mean, we're such a vibey individual group.
Vibing.
Yeah.
Love that.
We literally, like, our gameplay literally feeds off of, like, how we're vibing together. Like, we're all very good friends. So, yeah.
Things you love to hear for sure. And, I mean, it seems like you all have really stepped up your S&D play as well. I mean, I know early on in the FPC season, you were dropping a few search and destroy maps here and there. But now it's become even dominance there as well. So is that just down to those vibes? Or, and I know you've been putting in the work in the wagers with Poof and them. So, I mean, it's just been impressive all the way around. The way you guys, you don't settle for just being good in Respawn. You also have stepped up your search and destroy game as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, as you said, I've put a lot of hours into waging recently to kind of help us in that department. It's kind of like when we play S&D now, it's more or less I've put so many hours into playing wagers that I can literally sit here and tell you where every single person on the map is going to go. And 99% of the time, they're going to be there. So I think it's definitely helped us with that. And then also we've actually been playing ranked and like actually playing the game now. So it's kind of helped us a little, like even more.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, you guys really, really were stellar today and, of course, yesterday as well. So, wonderful gameplay out of you guys, and I'm excited to see what you do in the future. But, folks, that is Front Desk Lady, Fiddle, FDL, whatever you want to call her. She is your featured player, and she just won at your Women's Open. And, I mean, at this point, this is really all we got. We do have one announcement. We do got the AWL qualifiers, week 2, coming up here on the horizon. And we're going to take a look at those here pretty soon. So lots of things heating up. I think you got some interesting teams that are trying to take things away. Also some interesting storylines when it comes to some of these orgs. Fort Worth Element shutting down. So we'll see what happens with those players. I haven't personally been updated figuring out what's going on with all that, but I do believe that they actually are just going to play as Element, but currently without an org. So we'll see what happens. But folks, that is going to be it. We appreciate you guys tuning in. It's been Floofy and myself, Epiphany, and we will see you guys next time. Goodbye.
Hey Nate, how's life? I don't know. It's alright. I've been dealing with some things like every human being and really didn't sleep much last night.
Look at Shermie already thinking ahead.
Spend a minute, I know now I'm back to run. Looking for the antidote to crack the code. Where'd the beat go? Oh, ain't that something? Drums came in, you ain't see that coming. Hands on my head, can't tell me nothing. Got a taste of the fame, it upon my stomach. Throw it back up like I don't want it. Wipe my face, clean up my vomit. OCD trying to push my buttons, I said don't touch it. Now y'all done it.